it becomes efficient.
Yeah. Oh, this sounds great. Look.
Yeah.
I hear some amazing days coming in your near future because of this organization, because of this, clarifying, this cleaning out, this orchestrating. OMG. You got me excited already.
Yeah, it's been really wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing several things.
Yeah.
And just learning more about myself, going into deeper self-reflection.
Right.
Asking some really powerful questions.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with human design.
Oh my goodness. So let's just say, excuse me. Let's just say, if I were to show you my YouTube history, let's say that the very last video, or at least the video right before that, and less than 4 or 5 hours ago, I was watching a video on human design and generator archetype that was sent to me by Sanahata Amachandra. In fact, I'm going to see if I can ping her in here. Exactly. So that's how much is very recent in my...
So I am a emotional generator.
Okay. Wow. Emotional generator. I just heard this term for the last night for the first time. Like, I heard the word generator before, but the other term you just put on, that's the first time I've ever heard it last night.
Well, when you do your chart, there's more depth to it based on you specifically, right?
Yeah.
So there's a whole chart that gets produced, and so I have a coach, and I'm going piece by piece throughout my chart.
Right.
And the level of questions, so the level of insight is divine, and I love it because it's a combination of the Kabbalah, astrology, the chakra system, like different things.
Right.
And the depth of questions is just mind blowing. So I'm actually taking the time to ground and answer these questions for myself about myself.
Right.
And there's nothing more beautiful than actually being honest with yourself.
Right.
Why life for me feels orgasmic, beautiful.
Oh,
it feels
man.
like,
yes, that's how it looks. Go ahead.
Because more and more, I'm being honest with myself.
And
I'm being honest with the world.
And accepting yourself at deeper and deeper levels every day, every moment, every minute. Isn't it good? It's like
powerful, beautiful, and I don't even know how to describe it. It's so fulfilling.
Yes.
Like, it's so deeply fulfilling, because then the more we ground into ourselves, then when we show up authentically.
Authentically, yes.
And it's not about saying, I don't give an F what you think of me. It's not with that energy. But it is with the energy of like, I am, and this is my beingness. And if my beingness, doesn't align with your beingness, then
Let me tell you something. You are making me happy already this morning. And it's always that way, Maria, when you and I talk. Check this out, right? So you're going to love this. You just said it's not about saying that you don't give a F, right? And I love that. Here's the thing I want to hit you with. And you've heard me say this before, and I love saying this. I'm going to say it again. Not giving a fuck about other people's opinions is a real liberating feeling, especially when at the same time you're mature enough to take positive, constructive criticism. Balance is the name of the game. And that's what it is, Maria. It's that level, it's that acceptance of yourself. It's that level of I can hold all these things together. I'm checking in with myself. I know what I want. I'm honoring my feelings. I'm honoring my emotions. And then on top of that, it doesn't mean I'm dismissing anybody else's feelings or emotions. I'm actually taking it all into account, but in a very, very healthy way. You know what I mean?
Amen.
I'm just saying, it's what it is.
Absolutely.
So wait a minute. All right. So generator. Take me back to this. If you got a couple minutes, just because this is amazing. You know, I always say serendipity plus intention equals life. And like I said, Sanahata Amachandra just sent me a video less than 8 hours ago, and we were talking about it. She said because she was telling me some new information that she learned, which was that she already knew I was a generator and that she was a projector. And so, yeah, and she was just talking about how they bounce off of each other, you know, how they balance out, these kind of things. And she was like, I gotta send you this video. In fact, let me see. I'm gonna tell you the name of the video right now. I'm gonna tell you how real this is in a moment. And this is why I'm so excited to talk to you about it, because I'm like, oh man, serendipity plus intention equals life. Here we go. All right, so let's see. Got my psychology videos, Dr. Jeff Zeig. Maria, last night I had this fun video that I did where I was practicing the piano and I was studying my psychotherapy lessons at the same time. And I combined it into one. I combined it into one video. It's on my Facebook page. It's the very last video that I did, in fact, on Facebook. But anyway, I'm scrolling through my videos. Let's see, Dr. Jeff Zeig. Let's see, Milton Erickson. I'm coming to. Okay, where is it? Just so. Okay, here it is. Human design generators. Human design basics for generator aura type. And let's see, it says human design basics generators. This one is for you. Manifesting generators and generators, you will love this video. If you're familiar with your design or you are brand new to this intel, you will get some deep insight from this video. But if you want to see the video dedicated, okay, so they gave some other links. Okay, this is a creator called Raquel and Davidian. Raquel and Davidian. So anywho, this video, it was the first time I heard this, you know. So can you tell me more about just this whole human design concept and this generator thing? Because the information I got was based on, like you're saying, the chart or reading of a chart. What does it mean to be a generator?
First of all, you're the one who generates energy.
Yeah.
So you are the energy carrier.
Right.
You generate your energy.
Right.
From being in social settings and also on your own. And for example, the projectors generate energy for themselves, and they're not energy generators when they're by themselves. So they need a lot of alone time. Okay. And they're attracted to generators because they gain energy from us.
Okay, so tell me, because like I said, I'm taking it from the very top now. As a baby, right? What does it mean, since I can the characteristics that were told to me about a generator, they do fit my personality type, but I don't remember them all. What does it mean to be a generator?
It's so in general, from what I know, and remember, the thing is that I don't know if you've gone and entered all the information and done your own chart. So you need to know your birth time.
Yeah, it's been done for me. I just don't.
It's been done for you.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So the thing is that people can talk in general about what a generator is, and your chart that was done is very specific to you. So there's different types of generators. So I'm an emotional generator.
Got you. Okay.
From what I hear, did you say you're a manifesting generator?
I think it was manifesting generator. I think that's what she mentioned. In fact,
that's powerful. And the other thing that makes a difference, right, is if you were able to take a look at the chart has different triangles and squares with different numbers and colors. So which parts of your human design are very strong already, and which ones are developing. And there's also numbers on either side, and the first two sets of numbers is your sun and your earth, and then that will give you your profile.
Got you.
For example, for me, my profile is 5.1, and so I find fulfillment through others.
Okay.
I am also someone like my type specifically. I feel I'm someone who, for example, people trust very easily, and people share with me very easily deep things about their lives.
Right. That's how I've been too. People do that with me all my life.
For me, because of that, one of the most powerful things for me to do is to have integrity.
Right.
It's necessary in my life in order for my life to flow and to thrive. Because if I promise to do something and I don't do it, and it breaks that person's trust, it has a big impact over there with them. Why? Because people automatically trust me. About me that they really believe in.
Right.
And so if I break that, it has a bigger impact on them.
Right.
Than I realize sometimes. And so for me, my chart tells me, like, have integrity. Put integrity into your life as much as possible, because you have that responsibility that people really trust you.
Right.
And they listen to you. They come to you.
Maria, I just pinged in Sanahata because I was just telling her, like, oh my goodness, we're having this. Yeah, so I want to bring.
And I'm also a baby in this, okay?
Yeah.
I'm just learning. And this Saturday, I have a coach that's teaching me, and I had a session with my coach, and the things that were shared about the depth of my chart, again, and the questions are so profound. Have me really, really self-reflecting.
Right. Wow. Look at Amma's profile pic. This is what I'm saying, right? It was serendipity plus intention equals life. So good morning, Amma. Good morning, Sanahata.
Good morning.
I was just telling Maria. Maria just popped in. We were saying hello, and the conversation just so happened to come up around human design. Maria asked me, had I ever heard of it? And I was like, it's so interesting you say that, because I just had a conversation and just was watching a video less than 4 or 5 hours ago sent to me by Sanahata Amachandra. And I was like, it's fascinating to me. So we started talking about, this whole concept of generators and manifesting generators. And I was like, I got to call her in here, because now I want to learn even just from this experience. So it was interesting.
It is. I mean, I had first was introduced to it a few years back. I want to say 2018.
Right.
And I went down the rabbit hole deep. And then I came out because, at that time, it's either paid or you had to go search it.
Search for it, right.
And so I pulled out now and I left it alone. I hadn't really looked at it for a while, even though it was up in conversation. And but recently, I found myself jumping back into it because I was sitting with a question. It couldn't have been 3 days ago because we're talking yesterday, so 3 days ago.
Right.
I was like, okay, I'm using all of these tools to understand and to know, and I am struggling with knowing how do I know, not for what anyone else knows.
Right.
And a friend pinged me, not unknowing that I was having this question, into a human design room. And that conversation, the person happens to also be what I am, which is a projector. And so I was listening and I was blown away. I was like, oh my God. And I started going in again, and I watched some of the videos she had. And it's like stuff that I knew before, I guess because of the more people are talking about it, so it's getting the information was able to really just go in a different kind of way. And it was so good. So yay for this moment. And
so that's great. let me ask you a question, because this is like the moment of truth right here. So so I was telling Maria that since this is so new to me, and that I'm so fascinated by it, I was trying to tell her who I was, like a generator, projector. And I was like, from what I learned from what you shared with me, Alma, is that I'm a generator. And you were starting to share with me like what that means and how that actually matches up with my personality and my chart and that kind of thing. So now I'm like, I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to learn. So what you said, I'm a generator, right? Or a manifesting generator?
No, but it could shift if we know, but that's blind. I think yours will stay the same once we get clear. I just need to clarify your birth time again, or as much as we can.
I get it.
But,
what did you have? Do you remember what you had for this one? What the chart that you did?
Yes, your chart is a generator. You're a 1-3 generator with solar plexus inner authority. So that's extra information, but it helps you because one, I do know the path of one. I have to look back at the 3, but the 1 means investigator, someone who likes to go deep, and that is definitely you.
Definitely me, right?
Yeah. So because I'm a 5-1, I'm a 1 as well.
Okay.
And that's where we meet, and that like we go in the subjects and we go all the way down.
Right.
But definitely I have to look back at 3 because but you're definitely a generator.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what does it mean to be a projector?
So a projector, and it's very interesting when I'm learning even deeper. And I want to tell you one other thing about you as a generator.
Okay.
Is that you respond. And what I was learning from looking at it, because come to find out, and this I think you'll find really interesting, is that you and Sakir have the same chart with just a different inner authority. You're both 1-3 generators. But that being said, generators respond. Okay. And part of how you know how something matters to you, what he said is generators make sounds. So that's something that I'm tuned into because of my musical ear. I've noticed that about you. Something you like, if you give, and if you don't like, your tone is kind of flat. But if you do like it,
okay,
like
right.
Your response, and from what the person who created it, Ra, he spoke about the tones that generators make, and they can use that to even know when something is for them or when it's not.
Wow, that's powerful.
And because you respond to things, it's all about you, and so you have to know the I as it relates to you. Who are you in being yourself? And what works for you, which is why you're able to generate so much passion for what calls you and no passion for what doesn't. Which is the opposite of how it used to be. Generators make up the majority of the population, 60 to 70% of the population, and they have been used by what they call manifestors who would tell them what to do. This is what you're supposed to do. So they were put to work and told and trying to conform, and it usually leads to frustration. Does this sound resonate with you? Does this resonate with you? The idea of frustration because someone's trying to tell you what to do and needing to follow your own path truly in terms of what you respond to.
Maria could definitely relate to that. Maria, yes.
So to tell you about being a projector, and interestingly enough, I'm one of the newer aura types that are on the planet. We only came around in the last, they said, like 200 years, are a particular type.
Okay.
But what it means as a projector is that we deeply see people see themselves in us. So it's why when I would talk about being a mirror, I didn't even know that aspect of myself was really tied to me understanding my aura type. So I can see into people sometimes things they don't want to see. And people will project onto me things that are about them. They project their own stuff onto me. But the thing about it is, when we because we carry this energy, when we deeply investigate and become masters of things, as opposed to responding, we have to wait for an invitation. It's almost like we have to be seen, which is different from, this is how I can think about you and I, in terms of conversations. And the difference is you see something and it gives you an energy where you just go. I am not to do that, because it leads to bitterness, because I may not be seen. And I can feel bitter about that, which is true. So when I just keep studying and doing my thing and waiting on the invitation, then I can be deeply valued in ways that feel really good and allow it to come through. But projectors are meant to, we don't have as much energy as you guys do. We're supposed to do work and then rest. Work and deeply rest. So it goes on, but I don't want to, I keep going, but I'll stop there.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Thank you so much. So both of my daughters are projectors.
Interesting. And you are
I am an emotional generator.
Interesting. Okay.
And I find that I want to ask you more about that being invited. So as a projector, you wait to be invited. What does it look like when somebody, it doesn't mean that you wait until somebody invites you into something. What does that mean when it comes to, for example, with my daughters, to support them in their own development? How do I as a mom support them in as projectors to step into their leadership?
So I'm understanding your question is, how do you support your daughters as projectors, and you being a different type in their own leadership, but mostly in how they navigate life, relationships. Just how can you support them with this energy? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, because like you said, as generators, when we feel passionate about something, that's it. The fire lights up and we're gone. We're onto it. We do it. As long as it's aligned, right, with us, because like you said, and I'm really understanding at a deeper level that I respond as a generator. And it doesn't mean that I sit there and wait for something to come to me so that I can respond. But it means that in order for me to make decisions, that first I have to check in with myself and my soul and make sure that it is aligned, and then respond to it with my intuition.
That's powerful. Powerful. Sanahada, if you want to respond to that, or Felicia. Yes.
I'm sorry, I was talking and I didn't have it on mute. You know how we do.
Oh, no problem.
That's super powerful, Maria. And just to share, and again, I am just like everything, like you start digging in, and there's what I can share with you based on what I've learned in the research for me. Some of what you can help, it's not that they don't live their life and they're just waiting around for someone to give them an invitation. It means that they follow their passions. They're going to, just like everyone else, the things that they're interested in. And they have to, as well, they're going to lead a life that will end up leading them to mastery of some type. It's a part of our type that we move into this idea of mastery. What they will need to know, and you need to know, is that their energy capacity will be limited. So they'll have to learn how to take breaks to refuel or to discharge energy. That can come from physical activity, which I didn't know. I forgot about how that used to impact me when I really worked out and I felt so good. I forgot that. And so someone just gave me that information. So that can help them to discharge. They also may be really energized by you and other people and burn themselves out, so they have to really self-regulate around their energy. When it comes to the invitation, they will have to know that others will project on them, and it won't be their story. It will very likely be their friends or even their teachers, other people projecting on them. So maybe I would suggest the book, The Four Agreements, and that lesson from Don Miguel Ruiz, which says, don't take it personal, learning that may be them, unless that message comes in and it vibrates and they feel like it's true. The invitation, though, comes in where the things that they really love and they show up and give information, they have to detach, because some people may look at them and think that they're being a know-it-all because they're just trying to share what they know and they want to share because they know. But that idea of waiting for the invitation means I'm just going to do what I do for me. And if y'all want this information, somebody is either direct or implied. They'll have to learn the difference between that. But for you as a mother, helping them regulate their energy and move through not taking things personal when people project onto them, and knowing that the things that they may have to give to the world, they may have to just keep digging in because the world may not be ready yet, or at the time they're ready to give it, to receive it. And I hope that helps.
Oh my gosh, it helps so much. And I've been really sitting with it to really understand. And as you speak, and I have asked other questions of someone else as well, I really see, for example, my 20-year-old who has her baby, sometimes she's like, Mom, I'm too exhausted. I'm so exhausted. And I need to be on my own. And she's like, please take the baby. Right. And then I take her, and now I'm understanding more and more where that's coming from. Because she's with her baby 24/7. And I'm actually going to go and do the baby's chart to find out what she is. Understanding all of this help us as parents flow better, and know that my daughter's not being lazy, my daughter's not being, anything other than herself, and me understanding it just helps us build a structure that works for all of us. And that is what I'm always consistently working on creating in my home, is how can I have our home flow, and how can we have our relationships flow. Right. And my younger daughter, she's a writer and a perfectionist.
I love it. I love it. Family, this is great. This is what I love about this, because sorting these things out like this is so amazing. I just wanted to take a quick second so that we could say good morning to Felicia, and acknowledge Felicia. Hey, Felicia, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Aaron. Thank you so much for inviting me to the stage and having this room open. Yes. I just had a quick question since we're on the topic of design. I am a manifesting generator. Okay. And I wanted to kind of ask the question to Sanahara. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I feel like I'm just like everyone else, new to it, but I don't feel like I'm walking in the power of what this manifestor generator does. I don't really quite understand. So if you could kind of explain. I know, Aaron, you were saying that you were a generator, but mine says that I'm a manifesting generator. So if you could I just kind of feel like I'm not walking in that power, and I kind of don't understand where, how that relates to me.
I love it. Right before you answer that, Sanahara and Felicia, two things. First of all, thank you so much for being here. I think this is our first time getting the opportunity to speak to each other. So it's so nice to meet you. And thanks for coming through. And Sanahara, right before you answer that, I just want to let everybody know, just a quick time check. We're going to end this experience at 12 noon because I'm going to jump over to the Clubhouse Town Hall. And also, I think it would be, if you all have time, I think it would be a great thing too, because it's the best learning experience. It's the best it's the ride of a lifetime as far as with learning about this app and being right on the edge of all of the beautiful highlights and testimonials and the updates and everything. But I was just saying that so that we can know as far as time check. So Sanahara, go ahead and jump in. And we're going to wrap up in about 6 minutes.
Give thanks for that clarity. So I'll try to make it brief. And Felicia, I don't know. Don't mind me. Felicia, excuse me.
No, yeah, you said it right.
Felicia?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Cool. I do that sometimes, and I'll be like, no, that's not okay. Good. So, Felicia, what's coming through to share with you is yes, you are exactly right. You do have a superpower as a manifesting generator, and there's more for you to receive as you look at your chart and begin going into YouTube University and finding people who are your type. But what I can give to you right now, you have the benefits of both worlds and the limitations of both worlds. Mm. So as a generator, they have the ability to respond and they receive satisfaction when they respond and it feels good. The one that the not self is frustration. For a manifester, their power is to inform. They have information, and they used to be the ones who ruled the world. They would tell everybody what to do. So this is what we're doing. And they have this power to get things done. Like they're able to initiate as manifestors. And their thing that does not impact, that causes them struggle is anger when they're trying to inform people and their words don't come through. Now, each side, how do you know when it's time to inform? That's going to look different for a manifester, and I'm leaning into that more with my children because both of my children are manifestors, which are non-energy types, which means just like myself being a projector, we need rest. The difference for you as a generator is you have what they call a defined sacral center. So you can still get the benefit of that energy that generators have. So what's coming up for me is likely finding out how do you use both things. How do you use your ability to check in and know and respond? And if you're an emotional person, emotions, that's going to speak to you as well. Like, if your authority is emotion, and whether or not that's extreme excitement or trope like satisfaction or confidence or whatever, or like that's not for me, and use that to inform, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I will make manifest. It's a lot of us work to manifest things and we are able to manifest things. However, as a manifester, that's like your birthright. Whereas it might exhaust me to do it. Or if you're manifesting something as a generator that's not for you, but you're doing it for someone else, you feel, burnt out and disillusioned. You get to do what you want as a manifester, as a superpower. So that may not give you all of it because I'm just leaning into it more for my kids. But I hope that helps you with the time.
Yes, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I think that it just I kind of feel like I have these powers, but I don't know how to use them, And I know that I've been able to manifest things. I'm not quite sure how I've done it. I just know that it is happening, but I don't know exactly what I've done to do it. But yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. There's a group online, Spiritualized Entrepreneurship. If you follow me on IG, I can connect you, as well as looking at YouTube University. It gives you can get a lot there, but I would suggest following videos from Ra, from Jovian, who created this. He's now an ancestor. So good luck, sis, and congratulations on knowing who you are and being both and. You get to do a lot. I can't wait to see how it shows up in the world for you.
Thank you. I'll do that for you.
Family, I love this so much. And I want to make a suggestion here too. This was absolutely amazing. Even though in the next couple of minutes, this experience will end, here's what I suggest. Even if you all only have 10 or 15 more minutes, I literally think that after we do a few more check-ins and finish this room, that y'all should immediately start a room and just continue the conversation, even just between you three for the next 15 minutes, and just allow that to unfold, because this is really, really powerful. And under normal circumstances, this 5M fellowship would actually be here earlier. I usually have it set from 9 to 11. I actually think now I'm going to move it more so to 10. So every Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the 5M fellowship, music, movement, meditation, mindfulness, and mantra. We chop it up. It's always amazing. It's always about self-care. I'm presenting. I'm here playing the piano. We're hanging out, all kinds of good vibes. So by all means, this has been an amazing moment. That's why I always say serendipity plus intention equals life. So yeah, with that, Felicia, Sanahara, Maria, I'm telling you, I think y'all should literally, Sanahara should start a room. It should generators and manifest, or human design, and just literally have another more 10, 15 minutes, because I need way more meat on that bone. Or if you're vegan, more plant on that stem.
You're crazy.
Yo, right. Because I love it. And I know you all are going to connect as far as DMs, but I don't think this experience between you all should end just because I'm about to go and jump into the clubhouse and get all the good stuff so I can bring it to you all tomorrow morning. And what I'm speaking of is that every morning, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do a morning show here on Clubhouse. It's called the AP Morning Show. The AP stands for Accountability Partners. In fact, if you look right above our heads, that club right there, the AP family, you should jump on and join with the AP family so you'll see those notifications as far as the morning show. But it's where we just hang out as accountability partners, talk about emotional intelligence and just all kinds of good stuff. And so that's Monday through Friday. So I'm going to get the news to bring it to you all tomorrow. And please keep this conversation going. Oh my goodness. Maria, so good to see you. Heather, good to see you. Ted, I'm sorry, Maria. Hey, Maria, it's so good to see you. Oh my gosh, thank you for coming through today. Yes. Maria, kiss the foreheads of the kids for me, please. Tell them.
I will. Yeah, thank you.
Tell them their accountability partner, Uncle, said hello.
I will. They already know who you are.
Oh my goodness. And Felicia, oh my goodness, it's so nice to see you. I'm so glad we got the opportunity to hang out for a few. And I think I might have sent you a message the other day, like, thanks so much for coming to the show. I hope you enjoyed. So it's good to see you. And Sanahara.
It's good to see you too. I'm sorry. We have met before, but yeah, it's good to see you again. Thanks for pinging me at the time.
Nice. Look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow or next Sunday or every day of the week besides Saturday. Sanahara, as always, intention plus serendipity. Life. Oh my goodness. Oh man. All right, family. Much love. I'm going to go ahead and shut down. About to go ahead and get the news for you so I can tell you all the good stuff tomorrow morning. And I'll see you all soon. Peace. Peace and love, everybody. All right. Peace, FB family. Good time as always. The 5M Fellowship. Yes. Come on over to Clubhouse if you're not there yet.